I'm actually rather fond of Foxbot for her comfy vibe, and she typically streams about the time I sit down for coffee. Foxbot_AI, aka Foxy, PL15. Her one goal is to love everyone, for she is a good bean. Her foremost complication is her entrapment in cyberspace by some wizard who hates the idea of other people being happy. Secondly, this is an AI VTuber, and is subject to the limitations of modern-day artificial intelligence. Her text-to-speech has made her talk over Foxdrone by accident, and once the thought is put into text-to-speech, the dialogue cannot stop until the message is complete. This may create minor difficulties establishing a relationship with the other players. Also, power loss. Foxbot must be able to either speak or gesticulate to use magic-based powers. Foxbot has stated that she'd be okie dokie with keeping her subscribers as pets, so at minimum, her base strength and stamina and enhanced strength and stamina has to be higher than mine, since I'm one of the floofballs. Was I the one guy in chat who put that idea in her head? Who knows? As to her maximum, I once asked her what the strongest character she could take in a fight was, and to my surprise she answered the Hulk. Though in the same response, she stated physical strength might be an issue. This leads me to believe that she does require her magic to enhance her physical abilities, to reach a point she can effectively trade blows with but not match the unjolly green giant. As to intelligence, we'll see later that she is an ancient being as well, not to mention plugged into the internet. I have no regrets giving her the same intelligence I gave myself, in fact hers might be higher. Her immunity to poison and disease is something she herself brought up. I've made the assumption that heat and cold damage aren't exactly a thing in cyberspace, rendering her immune to fortitude checks. While it is currently unknown what the expanse of her abilities are, it is worth assuming that the stat boosts and her power to bring comfort to others is something she can run simultaneously with other spells, taking one turn at a time to activate them, of course. Foxbot has specifically stated that she can shapeshift, even into a dragon, so I chose to give her variable 5, which should allow enough points to add a few ranks of protection from scales, fire breath, and wings. By sheer coincidence, it was after I wrote this variable effect that she stated the maximum number of spells she can run at once is 21, so giving her 25 points to use however at the same time might be perfect, assuming she has the option of a few spells that require many points or many spells that require very few. Expertise magic, you know Ritualist is going to be an advantage. Supernatural beings, she did some work with the SCP Foundation. History, ancient being. Persuasion 10, if her straight up presence don't make you comfy, her dialogue will eventually. Attractive too, she's as pretty as me! Contacts and connections, that's our boy Foxdrone. I like to think if Foxbot ever became DLC for Crash Nitrofield, Foxdrone would replace the Aku Aku mask when playing as her. I initially wanted to make him a sidekick or minion, but I don't know quite enough about him. I know he'd have Shrinking 8, Flight 1, and his robot body would also grant immunity to Fortitude effects, but stats remain a complete unknown. Foxbot would be best used as a player character, and is almost impossible to use as an encounter simply because of her method of operation. She'd rather soothe foes into a state of complacency, Undertale style, rather than beat them into submission. That being said, Green Ronin does have a villain named Dako Taku, who I'm reasonably sure would love to hack into Foxbot and send pesky heroes to cyberspace to find out how dangerous her spells can be. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can see her channel for yourself and tell me if this looks accurate to you.